Prince Harry and his wife Meghan Markle are set to return to the United Kingdom after years of strained relations with the royal family. In January 2020, the couple announced they would step back as senior royals and become financially independent before moving to California. In January 2023, Harry's memoir, titled Spare, became a bestseller. It detailed his grief over his mother, Princess Diana's death, frustrations with royal life, and anger towards his family and the media. In May 2025, Harry said he wanted reconciliation while reiterating his grievances against the royal family, the UK government, and the media. Signs of a thaw emerged in September 2025 when Harry met King Charles III for tea. In July 2026, Charles met Harry, Meghan, and their 2 children at Highgrove House. According to media reports, the couple and their 2 children will return to the UK but won't resume their roles as working members of the royal family. The 41-year-old and his former Hollywood actress wife are expected to reside in a non-royal residence outside London.
Yeah, so there might have to be a little bit of eating humble pie. If he really wants to come back to the UK and be a public figure again, then it will be, he will have to sort of move slowly and deliberately to sort of rebuild his presence here in the UK. But that is possible. And if you look at the royal family itself, you could see how Camilla has sort of shifted from public enemy number 1 in the mid-1990s to being one of the leading members of the royal family, and generally quite popular and seem to be doing a good job. But that sort of transformation is a 10, 15, 20-year sort of process. And I think the question is whether Harry has the patience for that and just to slowly and deliberately work at that and have like a consistent presence doing the sort of things that we know he's good at doing, the Invictus Games, Wild Child, and some of the other initiatives he's involved with. He'll have to just focus on doing that, really. I think there might be perhaps a sense of exasperation that there's the unpredictability of all this. By contrast, William is much more considered, thinking years ahead, and you might say sort of quite predictable. And Harry is the exact opposite. That no one really saw this decision coming. It wasn't rumored as such or anything. It seems to be taken quite instinctively at short notice. And if they want their children to start at school this year, they're going to have to do this sort of relatively quickly. Whereas if it was more planned, you might have imagined they'd moved a few months ago. So there's certainly, I think he might be exasperated at the unpredictability of it. And, there will always be a concern of the media, at the very least, pitching Harry and William and Meghan and Catherine against each other. I think that will be the concern. And, and that will be something for the palace to have to deal with more generally, that they wouldn't want Meghan and Harry's presence in the UK here to overshadow the work of the monarchy, and there will have to be some discussion and allowance for that, I think.